Hello, I'm Midori Oka, curator of Fierce Loyalty, a Samurai Complete. Today I'd like to tell you just a little bit more about something that you cannot see. Now, if you can look at the armor closely, you will see that there are crests all over the suit. Those crests allow us to know that the suit belonged to Abe Masayoshi, who was a daimyo or lord during the early 18th century of the Edo period. Now, he was the lord of a province, which is roughly the area of eastern Hiroshima Prefecture today. During this time, the daimyo had to report to the shogunal capital, which was in Tokyo or Edo. And this kind of armor could have been worn by these lords when they traveled to the capital, or they would have been used in ceremonies back at their home fiefs. And this is a significant point because you must remember that this was a time of peace. The incessant warfare that had continued and led up to this time was over. So there were no more wars to be fought. These armors were not used on actual battlefields. So this brings us to the very interesting detail that can be seen on the sleeves. On the left sleeve of the forearm, if you open the metal compartment, you will find an ink brush and ink stone. During wartime, on the actual battlefields, there were times when generals fell, and rather than be captured by the enemy, it was ideal for them to be able to commit harakiri or commit suicide, taking their own lives rather than be captured. If there was a little more time, he could perhaps open his little compartment with the ink and brush and write a little farewell poem. Or he could have been using that to write quick orders during battles. Now, during the Edo period, when it is a time of peace, there were no battles. But perhaps Abe Masayoshi could have dipped into his writing case to write verse anytime. And then on the right side, if you open that compartment, you find 3 smaller compartments for tea. Now, tea drinking was a vital part of both warrior culture and, of course, as you know, tea is enjoyed today in Japan as well. But during the years of warfare, tea offered solace and peace because the warriors were just involved with battlefields and blood and gore all the time. But that's for another story. So I hope you will spend time and walk around the galleries and look for the crests that you can find throughout the armor and also on the pieces that are in the adjacent case. I hope you will also enjoy the battle screen that shows the suit of armors and how they could have been worn in actual battles.